Ding, ding, ding. Bonus Land. Welcome to Bonus Land, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, Richard.
How'd you like the seasoning debate, the great seasoning debate?
I think we made a lot of good points.
Well, that's been brewing for a while, and I think that's representative of black criticism of whites without understanding.
Yeah.
You know? It's like, oh, man, white people always take from us. It's like, no, we're net positive taxpayers. Blacks, on the other hand, net
Little
negative.
different, little different.
So we're already subsidizing you in many ways, and, appreciate the people who will afford you to live this nice life, right?
Yeah.
Not saying everybody, obviously. You work for your own, you're a businessman, but all you welfare people out there, you need to be writing thank you cards, okay, to white people.
Us.
It's not white people hate time. It's thank a white person day.
Yeah, we pay our taxes.
More importantly, white men. You ever see the taxpayer line over the life of your by age, and it's like white men, white women. White women kind of go blip a little bit.
Yeah,
They're taxpayers for a little bit, and then they get pregnant. And men are just earning. We're
they
earners.
give all the money, and then they give the money to Ukraine. They give the money to the illegals.
Yeah. To stupid shit. That doesn't matter. That subverts America.
And it sucks
That's why I say we're babysitting third worlders when we should be
Exactly.
going to the moon.
Exactly. And it sucks because
So it gets a little annoying.
we pay our taxes perfectly, too.
Mm-hmm.
So all that tax money is not being spent correctly.
Yep. Wasted. Ship it to Ukraine.
Good episode we did. That was a good episode. People sometimes think that Richard Ratboy and I are like fighting or like mad at each other. And they'll be like, oh, like...
Rat Boy's fed up this week or something like that.
Or like, oh, Fleckus is sad about the doppelgangers. Like, you could tell Fleckus isn't liking that. It's like, I know every doppelganger before we go into the show.
Yeah.
We look at them together.
And I say, you want this included?
I
I'm going to
send-
get you
yeah.
on this one. I say, I'm gonna light you up on this one. And he goes, okay.
I send him bad ones of myself sometimes, just knowing that he's going to have to use it.
I sent a bad one of myself too. That fat guy, the first one we started with, the
Yeah.
fat guy I sent.
So it's like, there's no fighting here. And then people are also like, oh, like they're fed up with each other. Richard Ratboy and I have known each other since 2008.
Yeah.
It's like, if there's going to be a fight, like if we got into a fight off camera about something, we would like put that away and then just do the show normal. And you guys probably wouldn't even notice.
Yeah.
And then we'd like deal with whatever we're mad at each other about. But it hasn't really happened. We haven't gotten like into a real argument off the show where we've had to do that in 74 episodes.
Yeah. Not even close.
Yeah, we got it in the long haul here. We're going to do this forever, 1,000 episodes.
I've been joking now that it's like, it's too late. You can't replace me. Have fun doing the show on your own. Like, hey,
So these trans people.
like imagine getting in like a replacement guest, like say it was Grantley, typical liberal, getting a replacement guest and being like, you ever been to China?
You go, what?
Grantley just goes, what the hell are you talking about?
You saying China?
Yeah.
No, it's China. It's China with an M. Chima.
Yeah,
It's like Orlando.
Yeah. So thankfully you have someone who can tolerate and deal with that. And there's never any negative. We're always like, good episode. Nice. We did it. We're done. Ready for
Yeah.
the chill part of the day?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Good episode. I just got a new little wrist piece here. Little Cuban link on the wrist. Jerry has a Cuban link collar, so I got a Cuban link wrist thing. And I'm going to wear it with my jacket. I'm going to do like a little Goomba face.
Yeah, you're a capo now. You're a capo in
Yeah.
the DeMeo crime family.
Summer of Soprano is coming.
Summer of Soprano, that was 2020.
That was 2020. Richard Ratboy and I had a Summer of Soprano. It might come back again this year.
Yep.
Track jackets.
Time is a flat circle. Everything comes back,
I'm in
right?
my Goomba face.
Yep.
All right, let's get into some good action. We have a lot of good clips because the show went so long. We're going long on the shows now. That show was like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And everyone's loving it. No one's in the beginning. People would go, "Oh, this is too long. I can't watch it." Those people get weeded out. Now we have a long show, and people are like, "We want more." Who went from like an hour to like an hour and 20, hour and 30, and everyone's liking the hour and 30. And then the first hour and 30 episode we did last week got 100,000 views. So YouTube is rewarding it too.
Proof is in the pudding, whatever you want to say.
We're going longer.
Yeah.
That's the new way. We're going longer. Let's get into some good clips.
And we're probably going to go 2x a week at some point.
Yeah.
And then the episodes will get shorter then. But
yeah,
and so
imagine-
it'll be like
exactly.
2 total hours, you know?
Exactly. And imagine this vision where it's like we go for the hour and a half, we have the 30-minute bonus land. Imagine if we did one more shoot during the week and had the same format. We'd have 2 long episodes and 2 short bonus land episodes. That's 4 days a week. That's Crowder. That's everyone. That's
Yeah.
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we're a full 4-day-a-week show.
Well, and that's the thing too, and we've been talking about this off camera a little bit, but like people who get shows, right? We do once a week and we have bits saved up, you know? We have little things we talked about. We have stuff that we're going to slip in, you know, housekeeping. It's fun. People sign
Please.
People sign a deal, right? You go to like the Blaze or you go to the Daily Wire or you go to somewhere, right? And they're like, okay, 4 episodes a week, Monday through Thursday, and then a special Friday thing and whatever. People get burned out. You don't have stuff to say. You become a news show. You know what I mean? You're only just reacting to news. You have no passion projects. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And all you can do is just like present whatever happened in the news that day with like not even that great of a take because you had to think of it within 20 minutes before the show.
Exactly, because it just happened. It just came across your desk and you have to cover the Carrie Lake thing. And whereas us, it's like we have time, we can take it and like draw different conclusions and comparisons. And
Take a lot of effort too.
exactly. And then it's like, imagine if we were on 5 days a week, right? How many people do you watch something 5 days a week of? Like Tucker Carlson.
I watch Tucker every night, yeah.
Like
But that's my one guy. Some people probably watch Ben Shapiro, Michael
Yeah.
Knowles, Andrew Klavan, people like that, Crowder.
people have like you can basically do one thing every day, maybe. And I don't even watch, like, I get tired of Tucker, or like I watch his monologues and you know what I mean? I don't get tired of Tucker. Tucker's one of the best. But it's just so funny that they immediately push people into going like 4 times a week or doing something. Jerry's here. Jerry, hey, jump up, jump up.
Let him walk on.
Let him go. Let him tear up some cords. Let him cause some
Go eat
mayhem.
some wires, Jerry. Hey, get out of here.
You guys hear that? That's healthy slaps.
That's healthy slaps. That's a 100-pound boy. Jerry, here, jump up.
But yeah, so people going 5 days a week, it's like it immediately kills their bandwidth, kills their creativity. They're just showing up. So,
And then all they can do is present the news with like a half-baked take. Like for us, we have a week to focus and write the script and make our jokes and put effort into each clip and get our talking points down and figure out what we want to say and like a bigger overarching theme. We put a lot of effort into one show once a week.
and we just want you to, we're the guys on Friday. You know,
Yeah,
You
we're the
come
Friday
in,
guys.
come
If
on.
we signed a deal with the Blaze, I know for a fact because this has happened. The first thing they say is, "Okay, cool. We'll put you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday."
Yeah.
And they go, if you make this much from one show, if you do 5 shows a week, you'll make 5x that. Now we're making money. And it's like the Blaze needs you to do multiple shows to make the money. But when you do multiple shows, it puts you into a different format that's not really best suited for the talent. It's best suited for the money and best suited for the company. So then you see people who join the Blaze do a show, and it's like, isn't this exhausting?
Yeah. Aren't you tired right now?
Like you have a funny show, you're a funny guy, you do a show, but it's like now instead of just like honing in on that and getting better and doing 1 day a week and then expanding to 2 days a week and then maybe expanding to 3 days a week, they just go 5 days a week. Now we'll suck the soul out of you for the first 6 months. By the end, you're going to be burned out. You'll probably say something stupid and get fired.
Yeah. And we've seen some people who've done that.
And that's like what happens.
Yeah.
So we're keeping it 100 here at Fleckus Talks. We have a plan. We have a long-term vision. And we're doing comedy show first. It's comedy first. We put a lot of effort in.
Comedy for the right.
Comedy for the right. And I don't want to, toot our own horn, but I think we're the funniest people on the right. I think we're the funniest show on the right.
Yeah. I won't say that. I won't say that.
I'll
but,
say
you know.
that. There's no one doing pure funny. Ryan Long comedy is. He's
Yeah.
very funny. He's up there. He's right next to us. We love Ryan Long comedy, the Boys Cast. We love those guys. But pure comedy, everything on the right just becomes a news show. It becomes Ben Shapiro covering the news. It becomes all these people just covering the whatever's going on day to day. We're doing something different, and that's why, you guys are here in Bonus Land. You appreciate that.
Yeah, the game is the game. And we're not even close to burning out. We have no drama. There's no like, oh my God, my co-host hates me and I have to do 4 days a week and the viewership is down. It's like, we're chilling.
Yeah.
We feel good. We're in a good spot.
I said something inappropriate. Now my boss is mad. Now I'm on, probation and people are watching everything. We lost a sponsor.
Yeah.
We just keep it 100.
We keep it 100.
Yeah. And we're just not
No squares in our circle, right?
no squares in our circle. And maybe what? We don't love trans people and we're a little racially insensitive. That's what happens. When you have
Racial insensitivity is funny. Yeah. So there you go.
All right, let's get into some clips. Kamala Harris gave that speech to Howard.
So let's preface this. This is Kamala went to Howard, I
Yeah.
think. So this is her speech to the Howard basketball team. They were a 16 seed who just got smoked by Kansas by 28 points,
Smoked round one, never had a chance.
which is understandable.
That's what happens.
That was so good. You played hard. You played to the very last second. You made all us Bisons so proud. You showed the world who Bison are. You know, I was at Howard back in the day where we were just happy that there was a game, much less getting to this place, right? And I see Bison literally all over the world, and we've been talking about you, this team. You make us so proud. So I know you may not
Yeah.
be feeling great right
You
now,
got absolutely
right?
smoked by
But you
Kansas.
know who
It
you
was
are.
lost by 28
You are
points.
excellent.
And then Kamala Harris comes in and just like gives a thoughtless speech. She's just doing a cookie cutter speech.
She's
She has
speaking
no
to
idea.
third graders.
Yeah.
Like she's talking in a tone that's like for a fourth grader.
You all tried so hard. Very similar to the Russia's a big country, and Ukraine is a small country, and they invaded the small country,
Yeah.
and that's not good. Remember she did that on like the black radio station.
Might have been the Breakfast Club or something.
yeah, like Power 105.
Yeah,
It was just
and like Charlemagne's on the other end, like, okay, all right.
big country, small country. That rings true.
Yeah.
Just completely, yeah. Maybe there's some mail-in votes they can switch for points for them.
My thing, yeah, we're the funniest on the right.
Yeah.
There you go. So there's just like a certain level of context where it's like, hey guys, like I know this isn't the result you wanted. Speak to everybody like they're an adult. Seniors, you fought hard. You did a good job. It's hard to beat Kansas. You know, she could do a bit. It's
Yeah.
hard to beat Kansas, guys. You guys all know that. And then like, hey, underclassmen, you got to the tournament this year. Let's build on that. You
Yeah,
know?
build on that going forward. We can improve.
Yeah.
There's like a normal speech you can kind of just softball in there.
Exactly. So
You played to the end. It's like you lost 96 to 68 or something.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't play to the end. You got smoked.
hey, it's hard to beat Kansas. That would have gotten some laughs, I think. You know,
Yeah, exactly. 16 seed against a 1 seed. Like it happens.
would have been sick.
Yeah.
There's only been two 16 seeds that have beaten a 1 seed in history.
Yeah, like you can kind of go with that, but she has no idea. All right, next, Lil Yachty painted his nails.
Yeah, he painted his nails in this little
Cute outfit.
cute outfit. And who was it for? It was for Billboard. So he's got his leather pants. He's got his Cisco look with the little braids, and
And he painted his nails.
painted his nails.
Cute.
What are your thoughts on this?
Cute, but still.
Yeah.
Cute, yeah, but come on.
I said, if you're going to do something like this that's like antagonistic or like different or whatever, why would you paint your toenails? They're so like do something weird, do something crazy. You're doing the same outfit that Cisco wore in 1999, right?
Yeah, this is not original at all. Painting your nails, like I guess I was gonna say get face tattoos, but that's kind of played out now too.
It's extremely played
But
out.
that's what was done to fill the gap. There
Yeah.
was a gap of like, how can we be original and cool? And then everyone started getting face tattoos, and it's like pretty smart. Couldn't not everyone, people haven't really done that until recently.
Mm-hmm.
So that's impressive. We have some stuff. We have some cringe, but we also have.
I want to do this
teacher
Reddit
fights.
post. I want to do this.
Yeah,
Reddit
let's start
post.
with the Reddit post.
So this was a hilarious Reddit post that somebody had posted about how oppressive their parents were, and it's actually in cringe. We missed a lot of stuff this episode.
Yeah, we couldn't get to it.
So basically, it says it was posted on a subreddit called Religious Fruitcake, where all they do is make fun of religious people and blah blah blah. And I'm sure the trannies run the board.
Yeah.
And so it says the deranged contract that my religious nutjob parents made my trans brother sign if he wanted to continue living in their home. And so the residential agreement and understanding, like if your parents print something out, you're at the end. It's the end of their rope. They print out a document or they write a long email. That's your last chance, guys. So it says residential agreement and understanding. As an adult, I am a guest in my parents' home and I agree to abide by the following. So this is someone who's over 18
Yeah.
and they're living off their parents' dollar. So that's the point where your parents are basically squeezing you until you get your shit together and you get out.
You get normal and you get a job.
Exactly. And you sustain
If you
your
don't get normal, you stay here with these rules.
Okay, so as an adult, these are the things that I agree to follow and abide by. Respect the Christ-centered Catholic faith of my parents in word and deed. I will keep my negative opinions and dispositions to myself at all times. I will in no way discourage my siblings from the faith.
Great.
Yeah,
Perfect one for one.
these nut jobs. I agree to refrain from introducing items into this home, car included, and participating in activities that are related to the occult while I reside in this home.
This is a good contract.
Nothing too out of line here. Demonstrate kind regard and respect to my parents, including dad, at all times. I will not ignore the presence of my parents, nor will I engage in demeaning or critical talk about them in their presence, nor in their absence in front of youngest brother or to him. If I have a problem with them and their decisions or behavior, I agree to deal with them directly and not to involve my siblings or use them to communicate any issue. So this sounds specific.
Sounds like it's wearing off.
Sounds like you've been trying to rile up the troops and get everybody against your Christian dad, your Catholic dad. I understand that my present financial security depends on the generosity of my parents. Food, use of car, schooling, care of dog, housing, utilities, etc. are gifted to me. Accordingly, I accept these gifts and offer my help in meeting the immediate needs of the household with kindness, consistency, and positivity. Cleaning the bathroom, bedroom, living space, etc. Care of Kia. So this guy's got a Kia. Yard, dog waste, lawn and garden. And then it goes on to say, I agree to refrain from any medical treatments for gender reassignment while I live in this house.
Works.
I agree to either be employed full-time as an undergraduate student or have a full-time job upon graduation with a bachelor's degree. Any further education is solely my financial responsibility. And should I continue to reside in this home, if I will, expected, assume some of my financial obligations, cell phone, insurance, rent, etc. Totally the most reasonable shit I've ever read.
Yeah.
Don't bring the occult into this house. Don't undermine your parents. And you're not doing gender reassignment shit while we're paying your bills.
And don't wear off on the kids and teach them all the gay shit.
But that's the religious fruitcake or religious nut jobs. So
nut job parents. It's like the most reasonable contract I've ever heard.
Literally 1996 in this house. Out there, it's 2023. And here, 1996.
And like that person obviously doesn't have like a real job, can't support themselves. So it's like
they're in college learning how to subvert.
Yeah. So it's like all the things that you want, like, oh, my parents are so oppressive. It's like, look at all the things they're giving you. They're giving you a car. They're giving you food. They're paying for your college. You live in the house.
You're a charity work, basically.
It's like you're the joke.
Yeah.
not the parents.
Not the Catholic dad who's bankrolling your existence.
Who lives probably in like a $500K house and pays the mortgage and has a real job that he's worked for 30 years. Like you're the joke. Mm-hmm. But that gets posted on the board, the anti-Christian parents board.
With your internet friends, it's punching bag time for dad who has standards.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get into some more clips. We have a bunch of teacher fights that we didn't get to from the episode. We actually introed it.
Yeah.
All the teacher fights, and then we didn't even cover it. So
that's okay. Whoopsie, we've done teacher fights before. So you want to start in the order that we were supposed to?
Let's start in the order. So the white lady's a teacher. It's just a full fight. Everyone's just standing around. Her name's America.
Attacked like an animal.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, beat up the white lady. Everybody's fat and standing around.
That's what I don't get. Everyone just stands around and watches.
Yeah.
They don't care. They think it's pushing back against white supremacy, probably.
Nobody wants an A, I guess. Nobody wants to intervene, stop the beating, and just get an A and be like, yo, teach, got you.
If that happened in my class, I would break it up, and then me and that teacher for life would be like,
boys.
Can I ask you a question about this question on the test?
Yeah.
Is it? I'm thinking it's this answer, but it might be.
But this looks like the trick. Just blink twice if it's C.
Just tell my finger which one. Should I do A or should I do C?
Yeah, not even questions. Just like tell me it. Yeah. Nobody wants an easy A, I guess. It's the easiest way. Defend your teacher from a frickin' psycho.
These are just child watching services. If you go to high school,
it's babysitting. Yeah,
there's no they don't teach anyone anything. They probably just play the book on tape and everyone's on their phone.
Well, we've seen the literacy rates.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny. I think a lot of people who have bad literacy, they read enough just so they can understand the TikToks, so they can read the caption. You know.
I wonder if TikToks soon are going to have to change their the captions where it's like it shows what's going on and then the video happens within like 10 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to narrate
They need more time.
Yeah.
They need more time to read it maybe, or maybe it has to be read to them.
And then should we move on to the teacher? This is the result of it?
Yeah.
This is kind of what happens.
Cause you know I will beat the fuck out of him. Okay, yeah, bitch, I will dog your ass.
So if you say that to an adult when I grew up, you're done. You're out of school.
She's talking to everyone, and the teacher's just standing in the middle.
Wearing a mask. It's over.
I am your friend. Bitch, that's why I'm right here. Bitch, I'm your friend. So why are you right now?
There they go.
There they go. It's on. And what does the teacher do? He goes, nope, I'm out.
Tries to separate out. Everyone else is filming.
Don't risk your job. Don't risk your job for people who don't care.
They weren't going to learn it. They weren't going to learn Mark Twain anyway.
Yep.
And that kid's wearing a mask.
All right, you've seen the result.
Yeah, we see it.
We get it. Multiple people fighting, four people fighting in the classroom. Teacher doesn't care. Don't
It's
worry about it,
done.
Teach, stay out. You know all those types of movies where it's like the well-to-do white teacher comes into the impoverished black school and
Yeah.
then really uplifts them and they all learn math and they all bond together like the debate team or something?
Yeah.
Full of shit.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen. I don't think it
It's
happens.
like Moneyball, right?
Yeah, those types of movies,
Yeah.
but doesn't happen. They just have fights in the classroom these days, guys. So the dream is dead. If you're a white teacher, you
Teach
know.
for America. Remember that?
Yeah,
Not anymore.
not anymore. It's over,
It's like
guys.
if you're teaching, if you do Teach for America and you're teaching 10th grade English,
Mm-hmm.
and then no one learned how to read until then, and everyone keeps getting passed and doesn't get left back until they learn, so everyone's just in 10th grade,
Yeah.
whether they know anything or not, you can't teach that person to read. Mm-hmm. They should have learned to read when they were like 4 to 7 years old or whatever.
Yeah, there's a nice vital area where you really need to
And your
learn to
brain
read
is
right
soft, and it could like make the
there. Your
connections.
brain is a sponge.
It's like if you get into a classroom where you're teaching high school and there's a zero literacy rate like there is in a lot of these schools.
Mm-hmm.
What's the plan? You're babysitting.
Yeah,
You literally can't teach them to read, and then you can't do the assignments. All right, read a chapter of The Great Gatsby. It's like I don't
come
got
back.
the book.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Where it takes you like what 3 days to read a chapter.
Yeah, so it's really sad. I mean, it's really gross too. I mean,
Yeah.
that this is happening, and
Go to the next one of the teacher quitting.
yeah, this one's my favorite.
She's like,
People are laughing. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't even care if I don't get paid today. I'm just a stupid old white lady.
Stupid old
That's all.
white lady.
That's what she says. I'm just a stupid old white lady. I don't care if I don't get paid today. Isn't that so sad?
Yeah, this
Someone
woman.
who probably loved teaching, someone who probably teach for 30 years.
Schools weren't like this when she started. I'll tell you that.
I'm walking right out the door. I won't ever be back.
Isn't that so sad?
Walks off. She's probably some sort of substitute or something, but just absolute disrespect. No chance of learning in that classroom. So why would I be here?
I'm just a stupid old white lady. That's
So clearly they made it racial in some way,
Yeah.
laughing. Oh, white bitch. Oh, Karen ass. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Okay, open your books to chapter 4. I can't. That makes me insecure.
You don't season your food.
So I'll start yelling. Yeah, you don't season shit. Very bad, not good. And a lot of times people will use this information and say like, oh, schools in America are failing. It's like just certain schools. Like Carmel, Indiana, they're doing great.
yeah.
They have 2 perfect ACT scores every year. They come out, those kids go to college. It's just some scores that drop the average way down.
Yeah.
Asian American students, they're killing it, guys.
It's a big cultural difference. And Rapboy and I were talking about this the other day. It's a big cultural difference. And if you're in like, say, low income black society and you get a girl pregnant, if you were growing up normally, how you grew up, who would be the one to tell you, hey, you need to man up and raise that kid?
Your dad.
Your dad.
Yeah.
But then if you don't have a dad, you see how like parabolic and exponential that chart gets? Where it's like, I don't have a dad.
He doesn't have a dad. He doesn't have a dad. And the chain goes, whoop.
And then all those babies come out without a dad, and then they make more babies, and it just goes, whew.
And that's where the phrase baby mama come from.
That's right. That is where the phrase baby mama come from. But this happens in Australia too. There's an Australian fight. We're going to show a white people fight too, so that way it's not a race show.
Kids disrespecting, throwing shit at the teacher.
Just no respect.
Saved by the Bell, maybe. Oi!
Wow. Chaos. Chaos in the schools these days.
Yeah.
Everybody gets fed up. That's what happens. That's what everyone's up to.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. We have some good other clips to get to. The other day I was on Instagram and I had this option in a chat to pick the theme of my chat. And I was like, all right, like this is weird. And I went through it. And then look, here's the first 10. Basketball, Women's History Month, chill, transgender, Taylor Swift, Cyberpunk 2077, non-binary, support, music, and pride. So it's like out of the first 10 things, like half of them are gay stuff.
It's all gay. It's all some version of twink shit.
And it's like, oh, you're in a chat. Do you want to change your sex and be a girl?
Are you sure you don't want to be gay? Are you really, really
Is
positive?
this a gay chat?
It's like you have to opt out of being gay. It's not like the default is normal. It's
Yeah.
just, no, opt out of being gay, please.
Yeah, exactly. The gay stuff.
The pop-up comes.
this
Are
a
you
gay
sure you don't want
conversation?
gay stuff when you pick basketball? Are you sure you don't want gay stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go.
All right, we have some interesting clips. We have like these two clips, and they're not probably from recent. Maybe one is of murderers on camera for whatever reason. So one of them is a guy who killed a girl, and then he's talking to the news. And then the other guy is someone who got convicted of killing somebody, and they're reading his search history.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out, and no one's heard from her since.
Did you see her hang out with anyone at the time, anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know any enemies she might have had, somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, I mean, we don't know where she is. I mean, the only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because I mean, we went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but I mean, she had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. I mean, the door was locked when everyone got here. I mean, we just don't know where she is.
What about in the parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body?
Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier. We don't know if it's the same person or not. That's why we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
So he's the one who killed her,
Yeah.
and then they found the body where he hid it. And he probably thinks, like, oh, I'm going to go on the news and do an interview. Like, that's the last person they'll expect.
Yeah, exactly. Lingering around the scene of the crime and all that. Yeah, this kid lived in her building, killed her. And yeah, he just found out that they found the body that he put in a dumpster or something like that.
And he probably thought, oh, I'll just do an interview. They won't suspect me. I'm doing interviews. We just want to find her.
Yeah, I think he said Lauren was a good girl or something, was a
Yeah.
nice girl. And it's like, ugh.
Got him. And then here's another clip of another murderer, and they're reading his Google searches from the day that his wife died.
This one is just fucking so
They
bad.
got you, buddy.
Yeah.
At 4:55 a.m. on January 1st, he searched how long before a body starts to smell. At 4:58 a.m., how to stop a body from decomposing. At 5:20 a.m., he searched how to embalm a body. At 5:47 a.m., 10 ways to dispose Dispose of a dead body if you really need to. At 6:25 a.m. on the 1st, how long for someone to be missing to inherit? At 6:34 a.m. on the 1st, can you throw away body parts? At 9:29 a.m., what does formaldehyde do? At 9:34 a.m. on the 1st, how long does DNA last? At 9:59 a.m., can identification be made on partial remains? At 11:34 a.m., dismemberment and the best ways to dispose of a body. At 11:44, how to clean blood from wooden floor. At 11:56 on the 1st, luminol to detect blood. At 1:08, what happens when you put body parts in ammonia? At 1:21 p.m., is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them?
It was a busy day. It was a busy morning into the afternoon.
They got you, and it sounds like you killed her without a plan.
Yeah.
I don't on the fly try to figure it out.
That's like Hunter Biden laptop type shit. Like they got you, dude. It's all you doing drugs and hiding a body.
Imagine it wasn't though. Imagine it wasn't you, and you're just wondering. And you're trying to like find out like what the murderer's doing so you can crack the case yourself. It's
Yeah.
like you're done.
Yeah.
They got you
They
on
set
that
you
one.
up. It was the one-armed man. Yeah, insane. So, guys, come on. If you're doing a crime like that, come on.
You need a little more preparedness. What is the best way to get rid of a body?
I don't know. The Breaking Bad type shit. Breaking Bad. They dissolve it in some sort of chemical in a plastic barrel and then
feel
they
like you
ship it
just
off somewhere.
You get a bathtub outside, you put cement in, wet, put the body in, put cement on top. Now you have a mold of like a coffin brick, and then you take that, and then you bury that, and then you put cement over that.
Okay.
You put it like in the foundation of a house.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That doesn't.
That's heavy though. You need a forklift or something to move
Need
that
a-
concrete body block. So,
It's heavy.
yeah. So you got any industrial expertise or are you going to
No,
get caught?
I'll find a guy who I barely know who I'll bring in on it, who will rat me out right away.
For sure.
As soon as he gets questioned by the police. Also, just a few minutes ago, I got a DM from one of the Osundario brothers from Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, they heard that we talked about him on the show, and
Last week.
we know someone who knows them.
Yep.
Who goes to the same gym as them, and they're buddies. And the girl who said like, "Hey, I know these guys." Like after the podcast, she goes, "I know these guys. They went to my gym." She like was friends with them, and then didn't know it was them until like way later after the hoax, and she was like, "Holy shit!" So I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe interview them. Maybe just talk to them a little bit.
Just maybe be their friends because they're cool and they're funny, and I know they're funny and cool.
Yeah.
But I messaged back like, "Yo, dude, huge fan. You guys have been hilarious in all your interviews. Let's do a collab or something."
Yeah. So
It's interesting though because like we kind of forgave pretty fast.
yeah,
They
yeah,
did do that fake hate crime like in 2020.
yeah.
That would have like led to a race war basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
But I mean, we know it was Jussie Smollett. Those guys did it for 5K or whatever.
yeah.
Quick, I'm not.
And they apologized on Hannity.
I
And
know.
everyone starts clapping, and,
everyone-
it's like, guys, like,
And then you look at one boomer in the audience, like, no,
it's
no,
like, guys,
I'm
that
not
was kind of a
apologizing.
big thing you did.
Yeah,
but I forgive him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to be their friend.
Yeah, forgiveness, but you don't forget.
Exactly. All right, let's go to the woman who had the stroke, but then woke up with the Chinese accent.
Yeah, this is good shit.
This is dream. This is a dream scenario. Well, if you have to have a
3.5
scenario.
years ago, she was rushed into hospital with a migraine, which left her with a voice she didn't recognise.
I have not actually heard my voice in the conversation for nearly 3 years now.
Her initial response upon hearing how she used to sound from a bank telephone recording
Good afternoon, thank you for calling.
was to long for her old accent to return.
Yeah, I'm not actually ringing about my policy though. I'm ringing for a quote. Do you still want my policy number?
I know it's me, but I feel like I want to say, oh, she make a good speak. She speak a good.
How does that happen?
It doesn't.
Is
It
she
doesn't.
doing a bit?
Yeah, and her husband's going through it. Like, this lady is making this up.
Is this like same as transgender? Where it's
I
like, I'm
think
a
so.
girl. I'm definitely a girl. I know I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. I'm a girl. And it's like you're a little mentally ill. Something happened.
I think it's a mentally ill narcissism attention thing. Like, how do I get the BBC to my home? Make up a brain
That's-
injury accident, right? They're not coming home they're not coming for anything else, right?
That's wild.
It's the same principle as Jussie Smollett. wanted the attention.
I think it's real, but I don't think it's. I think it's real, but I don't know. I don't think she's doing it to get attention. That's crazy.
I think we're dealing with a crazy person. And
A
she's
crazy
doing it-
person who had a stroke, or a stroke person who had a stroke and now is crazy.
She had a stroke and woke up with a Chinese accent. Yeah.
Because if she was crazy first and had a stroke, I buy into what you're saying. I think it's a person who is like kind of crazy and now is dealing with something different. But if it's a person who was normal then had a stroke, that's a lot of that's a lot of dots I need to get connected.
It's also commitment to the bit. Like, if it is an attention-seeking thing, she's really committing. She did a full schizo.
It's impressive.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the kid in class. If you keep saying N-word, I'll treat you like it. Kind of gave away what's going to happen.
Hey, the next time I hear one of you guys drop the N-word, I'm going to come over there and treat you like one. What?
Those kids were not expecting that.
Yeah.
That's a built different type. That's the kind of, maybe this guy's got a big neck and he headbutts people.
Yeah. You got balls to say that to the kids. But I mean, that's so funny. And it's true. It's like, what are you saying, the N-word in class? Just because you're black, you can say the N-word? Like, let's chill out. We don't let people swear in class.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do, you want to end on a positive, funny thing, or do you want to end before the gross clip that's coming?
Okay.
Do you want to end on Urban Decay, or do you want to end on like an uplifting gold?
Urban Decay. Let's go Urban
Let's
Decay.
do that 4chan post with a woman who raped the 13-year-old.
This is my least favorite one. B woman, and it's some mugshot of this woman named Andrea Serrano. B woman, rape a 13-year-old boy, get pregnant. My face when I destroyed the boy's life and robbed his childhood. My face when I don't have to face jail time because of pregnancy. My face when I have child custody as a sexual offender. And women say they're treated harder than men. Mark my words, the moment he gets 18 years old, she wants him to pay alimony.
Isn't that crazy? So she raped a 13-year-old boy and then got pregnant, is a sex offender, but now because she's pregnant, it's not going to jail, and then is a sex offender with a baby.
Yeah. I've heard of that before, too, is someone who is statutorily raped paying alimony. Or not child support, rather, not alimony.
Crazy.
They misused that word. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Women, the family courts are stacked against men. And if women can't acknowledge that, then you're crazy.
You're crazy.
I know women get in a crowd and they go, oh, we deserve half. We deserve half. But, you don't. And you ruin the man's life and you alienate them from his children, and the kids need a dad and it hurts the kids. So, let's look out for men out here. Family
Now
courts are stacked
that
against them.
13-year-old now has a child.
Crazy.
Is like that person's life's messed up forever. Besides the raping, it's
Yep.
also. All right, let's do the invisible danger. We're gonna do both, and then we're gonna end on our gross clip.
Okay.
This is a funny bit that you guys can reenact at home.
Oh my god, babe! Ah!
He goes, what?
The fuck is wrong? What happened?
What happened?
What he said, baby? What he said?
What? What is it? What is it?
What? What the hell is it? What? What is that? What is there? What is it? I don't know. What is it? Stop pushing me. What is it?
Stop pushing me. What is it? He jumps over. All right, that's a good bit. All right, that's the end of the episode. Another bonus line on the books. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. You already are. We appreciate it so much. We're going to end on a gross clip like we do every week. Turn away. Don't watch it. Stop the episode right now. It's disgusting. Don't complain, because I told you. Here's a guy with a mask. He wore a mask for like years and years, and now his ears are falling apart.
I don't know if that's what happened, but
he wore a mask too long, and now his ears are gone. Reverse shout out to ears. This is what you guys do. Just fall off. It's from the mask. That's why you don't have to wear a mask. That's why you don't wear a mask, guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you at the next one.